Hello, everybody. Welcome. I didn't hear the intro music. So, but I hope you liked the intro music. Anyways, gonna hide this image now. That's the title image, and as you see, we are streaming here our show. Can you? What's this? Du unterbrichst mich. Unterbrechen.
Ja, fica odeio. Puxa, não fica. Eu manjo tomar do smile.
Okay. Anyways, pod.c. It's a show. Um, it's a show. By the way, it has nothing to do with the word podcast. That's just an urban legend that somebody started. And we are also not affiliated with some Spanish um, channel, pod.c. They actually stole this beautiful name that we came up with, um, actually through a lot of hard work and yeah, a lot of effort went into choosing pod.c. Once again, we didn't even know about the word podcast at the time we came up with this name. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm gonna hide that now. Um, and um, then we're gonna go over to the window capture thing, and we're gonna study some group theory. All right. All right. Group theory. Come on. Let's go. Group theory. Come on. Come on, man. Group theory. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? What's going on here? Okay. Apparently my laptop really doesn't like it when I put this window here. Ah, now it's fine. All right. So where were we? Apparently, we were here at cosets and normal subgroups, isomorphism theorems. I just need the keyboard. Maybe I should use the like slimmer keyboard for now. Yeah, I think I'll use I have like I don't know. I don't know what the width of this keyboard is, but it's like some smaller width. I can show it here to the camera. It's like this pink thing. It's pretty good. Has some like cool light effects. I don't know. The lights aren't on. There's a lot of dust. I hate dust. All right. Oh, I hate dust. Yeah, we can go watch that video. Let's go. Maybe I can share that gem of a video. Let's go. I hate dust. We are going to open this in a new window. Oh. Perfect. Come on. Hey, come on. Okay, my laptop once again is having like a panic attack because I'm daring to watch a video. Blum blum blum. Let's get this over here so we can actually use it. Window capture, okay. Gonna take this, we're gonna do. There we go. All right. So, wait a second. I need to be above everything. Of course. Except for the pod.c text. It needs to be above me. Anyways, let's watch this video. Okay.
I hate dust.
It's stuttering. This computer sucks ass. Holy shit. What's happening? Is this fun?
Dust.
Watching
It's
a video
everywhere.
like this?
It's not something you can consciously avoid. Dust is relatable because it's a challenge we all have to face and try to conquer at one point or another. Dust is inevitable. It's also a fucking annoying meme I created by accident.
I hate dust.
The good old days. The
I
good
hate
old days.
dust. I hate dust. I hate dust.
Wow, I'm the audience reacting to this video. This is incredible, HE. Wow, I guess you really have run out of ideas, huh? Pathetic. Wow. You used to be quite good a long time ago, but now you've really changed. Wow.
I hate dust. I don't want it building up in my home.
Hi, Daddy.
You let dust build up, and before you know it, you've got an army of dust bunnies plotting to take over. Beautiful flowers.
Yes, I'm fully aware about the I hate dust meme I created with the Search for the Worst episode about the amazing bulk, but that is not the reason the video exists. Wow, look at him try to explain and justify his way out of this one. Wow. Shut up, we're done with that part. I have a big chunky mama of a Google Doc filled with IHE topics that's been updated and maintained since the very beginning of the channel. And written on the thunder thighs of this thick chunky mama are the words, I hate dust. No, this was not added after the bulk in a cheap, lazy way of succumbing to the fucking memes. This has actually been a video I've had stashed away in the woodworks for a very long time because, believe it or not, I'm actually very allergic to dust. No joke, this is not adding to the fucking meme. I literally am allergic to dust, and as a result, I fucking hate it. Not that dust is inherently likable without having an allergy towards it. It's just sort of a thing you accept. I don't think anyone particularly enjoys dust building up in their home, but my goal with this video is to reveal the truth about dust. To expose, as it were, the true diabolical nature of the clingy, disgusting particles of dirt. So hopefully, as a community, we can band together and finally agree and proclaim to hate dust. For months, I've been storing and researching data on dust, gradually building a profile through all of the victims.
We don't
who's
have to
affected.
watch the full thing. I just wanted to remind everybody of the jewel that is I Hate Dust. Absolute masterpiece. Go watch that video. We'll be returning to groups. All right. We have cosets, normal subgroups, isomorphism theorems. We're looking at a subset S of a group G. Why are we looking at a subset S of a group G? Well, we're going to look at these two things, which are called cosets. These two. And what you'll notice here is that we are basically abusing notation. We are writing AS, insinuating group multiplication, because elements of big S are little s that are in the group G. And we're just writing AS. And what that means is, cleverly, just all products of the form A little s. And so you can just Do calculations with sets. It just works. Like, okay, you have to be a little bit more careful sometimes, and sometimes you get like inequalities or inclusion exclusion stuff. You have to watch out. But that's a cool thing. I always thought that was cool. Okay, anyways. For a subgroup H of a group G, the sets of the form AH are called left cosets of H. The sets of the form HA are called right cosets of H. Okay, why cosets? Well, A. So you take the set of all HA, A and G is the set of right cosets of H. Yes, because E is in H we have AA, we have AH if and only if A is in H. Of course, because since H is a subgroup, of course, then A inverse is in H, and so here we might have AA inverse, which would be E, and we know that E is an element of H. And so we have H on the other side. Okay, proposition 1.3.2, let H be a subgroup of G, and element A in G lies in a left coset C of H if and only if C is equal to AH. Yes. So yes. Two left cosets are either disjoint or equal. Yes, that's pretty obvious. We have AH equals BH if and only if A to the minus 1B is in H. Yeah, that's also pretty obvious. That's just how you go from here to here, right? Is if you say A to the minus 1B, if that's an H, then we slot it in here. We cancel the A's, get a B, that's what we have here. So that's that. Any two left cosets have the same number of elements, possibly infinite. Yes, of course, because they are basically indexed by elements of H, right? Let's see. So A is, if C is AH, then of course A is an AH, of course. Conversely, if A lies in the left coset BH, and this is a case because H is a subgroup, right? Here we need that H is a subgroup, because otherwise we wouldn't have this guaranteed. But since we can choose the identity element here in H, we have A is A. Conversely, if A lies in the left coset BH, then A equals BH for some H in H, such that AH equals BH, H equals B big H. Yes, of course. And that's that. Okay, B. Suppose that the cosets C and C prime are not disjoint, then there is an A in both C and C prime, such that C equals AH equals C prime by A. Of course, since you only need a one element, one representative in front here, and this H is completely generic, always, that connection is enough. We know that A is in both of these things. We know that if a thing is, that this is enough to represent the coset. So if you have an element that's in it, then all that have that element will be seen by this. And so that connects them, and so we have equality, yes. If A to the minus 1 B in AH, then H equals blah blah, and so this, and yeah, that's what I said. Basically, this is the calculation. Yes. The other direction is also obvious. If we have AH equals BH, then we can just of course, multiply this to the other side, right? We can just multiply a inverse on the left side on both, and that's that. And now we see that the map LBA minus 1 from AHBH given by AH to BH is a bijection. Okay. Yes, that's... Where was that? That L map? Where did we see that? Oh, man. Where did the L map? There, the L map comes up and the proof of the Cayley theorem. Cayley's theorem. So this is the L map. L map. I'll put a thing here. How do I do this? Come on. Well, come on, I wanna do this. No text. Boom! L map is used later. Exclamation point. Great. Okay. How long have we been streaming for? We've been streaming for 17 minutes. That's like nothing. That's like literally nothing. I can't actually like see so I couldn't even like see the chat even if I wanted to. But let's try to find the stream. How do I find the stream? Yeah, I go here. I have to switch accounts because yeah, and then I'll see myself being live. Okay, maybe I can show you what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm here. I'm logging. Currently logging in.
Hey,
Hey, stop. Okay. I currently logged into the pod.c channel. Or I switched channels basically. And now I'm going to computer is like it's literally like decomposing into component electrons and fucking ion cations or whatever. Yeah. Positive ions, electrons. You know what? Plasma. Huh? Plasma. It's dissolving in a plasma, you know? It's like the whole thing is ba-dee-ba-doo-ba-dee-boo-boo-boo. Okay. Anyways. View your channel. Yes, PODC 7786. Of course. That's who I am. I'm live right now and the thumbnail is two great Garfields. Okay, there's apparently I'm here, I'm watching. This is me. One person watching. That should be me. Got it. Live chat. And now I'm going to... Hey, I can hear myself. But this is a... computer is like... It's really like... Damn, I hope the stream is more fluid. Electrons and let's go here somewhere. I want to see let's see the beginning of stream. Yeah, this is a great intro. I love it. I love it. No, I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna be covering myself in this video because I'm still on the lower right corner. It's just. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I didn't hear the intro music. So, but I hope you like the intro music. Anyways, gonna hide this image now. That's the title image, and as you see, we are streaming here our show. Can you? What's this? Yeah, that's great. Live chat. I would like to pop out chat. And yeah, I definitely need to have chat popped out like the come on. Okay. I need to see whether somebody's here and whether somebody's chiming in to say hello and tell me that I'm doing great, you know? And that would be like, look, I can do it. I'm posting this cool dinosaur here. I don't know what the latency is, but I just typed a cool little emote into chat. Anyways, chat. Chibbity chat choingo, as probably nobody ever calls it. But yeah. So there's that. I kind of like, yeah, it would be great to like resize it like this somehow. Yeah, that's it. I can't really see anything. Yeah, look, I'll be able to see a message if ever a message arrives in this beautiful PODC chat that we have for all our favorite PODCers. You know who you are. Most committed fan base of 0 people on the internet. Anyways, what does the L map do? The L map takes an element of G and sends it to the group, symmetric group on G, on the element of G, and wait, okay, presumably you can still hear me, but I don't hear myself, which is nice. I'm not like super hyped to hear myself talk. Anyways, like, 2 times, because I hear myself like over via my bones, my face and stuff, and then I hear myself via the headphones. So yeah, whatever. So G is sent to LG. Yes. And this is also true just by the definition. This is also true. Okay, great. Well, now we know what these L things were. Where were we? The map LBA is a bijection. Yes. It's an embedding. Yes. Yes. Yeah, maybe I should think about this some more. But think. Think. Great. All right. Let H be a subgroup of G. The index G in H, the index of H in G, the index of H in G is the cardinality of the set AH, that is the number of left cosets of H in G. Beautiful. For the trivial subgroup H equals 1, we have the index of 1 in G is just the number of elements of G. We have that G is the union of all left cosets AH, and because two cosets are either equal or disjoint, they form a partition of G. Let G be a finite group, then the index of 1 in G equals the index of H in G times the index of 1 in H. In particular, the order of every subgroup H of G divides the order of G. Yeah. Why? Why is that the case? Well, let's think about it. Here, we are asking, how many cosets are there? Okay. Element in G times 1. And of course, there's exactly order of G. There's exactly the number of elements of G. And here we're asking, how many cosets are there that have AH for A and G? And some of those will collapse, okay? And where are they going to collapse? Well, they're going to collapse there where the structure of H is such that it connects two different elements of G internally. And so we have here this the order of the index of H in G is just like how many, if you, it's like, imagine you are H, how many different elements of G are there? So you are H, you're looking through the eyes of the subgroup H, and to you, two elements look the same, like basically indistinguishable, if when you apply them to all of the elements you consist of, the elements of H, if the same like set of elements results. And so that quantity times the number of elements of H. So so yeah, so yeah. In particular, the order of every subgroup H of G divides the order of G. Obvious. Proof. The left cosets of H in G form a partition of G, and there are and their index H in, and there G divide H in the of them. There G divide H of them. G by H. G from H. G through H. G through H. G through H. Yeah, I'll say G through H because we're looking through the eyes of H at G. Yeah, whatever. Each left coset has H through 1 elements. Recall that the order of G is given by ords. G is the yeah. I love this. I love this. Example 137. Up to isomorphism, there is only one group of order 10 to the 9 plus 7. You're like, whoa, damn. And it's like, indeed, 10 to the 9 plus 7 is prime. Like, obviously the joke is over set up almost because we're talking about groups of prime orders, and but it's still a pretty funny joke. I think it's a good joke. For every n less than or equal to infinity, there is exactly one cyclic group of order n up to isomorphism. Exercise. A cyclic group of order n has an element of order n. Note that C2 cross C2 is not cyclic, since it does not have an element of order 4. That's insane. That's absolutely freaking insane. Okay, I'll have to do this exercise some other time. Don't want to do it now. I don't even want to start thinking about it. Because you only start thinking about exercises when you tend to really go for them. When you're still like just blasting through the notes at the pace of 5,000 speeding bullets, then you don't have to do this. Okay. Proposition 139, every subgroup of a cyclic group is cyclic. Oh, yeah. That's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. I'll look at the proof another time. It's pretty obvious. I think it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious. Let H and K be two subgroups of G. Then we have G. Guk equals G hook. So Guk equals G hook, and the proof is an exercise. Wow. Wow. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay, you've convinced me. I'll convince Mark on this Okay. Subgroup n of G is called normal if G in G minus 1 equals n for all G in G. We denote this by n triangle pointing at n. So, interestingly enough, this symbol is actually really well designed, this normal inclusion symbol, because it has the usual property of the less than symbol, that the smaller thing is on the smaller side of the symbol. But not only is that the case, but this triangle thing works very nicely with the semi-direct product symbol, which is wait, which is where the F? There we go. Here it is, this symbol. It's very nice. What does this mean? It means that whatever will come out here will have P being a normal subgroup of G. Right? That's beautiful. Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Example 1.3.12. Let G equals general linear group 2 over Z, which is equal to the set of all matrices. 2 by 2 matrices with entries in the whole numbers, in the integers, such that the determinant of A equals plus minus 1, and N equals all matrices of type 1n, 0, 1, where n is in Z. Then n is a subgroup, which is not normal. Not normal. Okay? You see this? It's not normal. It's very not normal. Okay? This is abnormal. No, not normal. It's not normal. On the other hand, SL2, determined A, is a normal subgroup. Why? Well, see, the thing is, a normal subgroup, that's the reason it's called normal, is because you take the thing, you rotate it by a group operation G. No. Well. Well, yeah, basically, if you pre-rotate the space with G, then you do some N, and then you do the G inverse, or the other way around, it doesn't really matter. Do you get back something from N? Do you can we cancel, like, can we annihilate elements of G through the N? Yeah? So if we have a normal subgroup N, and we have K, H, G, N, G minus 1, H minus 1, K minus 1, then we can cancel all of those and we still have N. Okay? We might not get the same element. We might get a different element from N than the one we put in, but as long as all of N's elements are mapped to all of N's elements, we're still fine. And that is what a normal subgroup is. And so interestingly, this connects with the index of groups, because we have the fact that every subgroup, H of G, with the order, with the index of H and G, G through H equals 2, is normal. And basically, the reason that's the case is that this 2-valent thing um, I don't want to. I don't want to say anything wrong. Not sure. Not sure why. I don't want to make a claim that I can't. I don't want to make a claim that I can't give an argument for. So let's just read the proof. If G through H is 2, then G is H union GH as disjoint union. Yes. For some G. Hence, GH is a complement of H and G. The same argument shows that HG is a complement of H and G. Thus, we have GH equals G without H equals HG for all G and G. And that means that the left coset is equal to the right coset, and that means it's normal. Yeah, I see. So if left coset equal right coset, basically. It's actually pretty. That's actually pretty smart. Actually pretty smart, Mr. Mathematicians. Misters and Mrs. Mathematicians. Anyways. If. Yes. Great. So now we see. and like, I don't know. I'm not sure whether this can be expanded to. Yeah. Let's see. Example, the subgroup Cn, which is just the cyclic group, order n, in Dn, has index 2, and hence it's normal. It's normal. It's totally normal, man. Like, totally normal. Every subgroup of an abelian group is normal. The converse is not true. For example, consider the quaternion group Q8, with group operation defined by these things. Of course, Q8 is not abelian, as ij equals minus ji. It can be checked, the exercises, that every subgroup of the quaternion group Q8 is normal. Yes, I did that exercise, and that was a very good exercise, and I'll gladly do this stupid exercise again. Recall that if N is a normal subgroup of G, there is a unique group structure on the set. How long have we been going on? 43 minutes. Holy smokes, 43 minutes. I'll go for maybe I'll take a short break or something. Can I pause? No. Probably can't pause the recording. But I can do this. Wait, let me just do this. Right. Let me just do this. We'll add another text. We'll say currently on break. Back in yeah. Okay. Why did I make this text so much? Oh no. This looks professional as balls. Look at this. Look at this. And now we can have okay. Now I'll just set it to have this playing. Can I play this on loop? Loop. Yes. Let's just do this. See ya. just wait. I just wanted to say something. I wanted to say that I'm still here. And I know there's like nobody watch. There's nobody watching, but if that ever were to change, yeah, please just type your comments and tell us your suggestions for what we should do on this show and what this show what you want this show to be about. And perchance one day we'll do it or not. And I really can't promise anything. So don't ask. I mean, do ask. Write it in the comments below. Anyways, I'm going away again, and I'm gonna leave you with that music. Like, there's probably better music, but for now, that's the music you get. Enjoy. I'm back, folks. I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back. No longer on break. It was a pretty long break. I'm sorry. Won't happen again. We're gonna keep on grouping. Keep on grouping, keep on trooping, keep on jibbity booping. As everybody knows, we're here for the whoa, what's happening to the window. Let's just do this again. Oh man. I just can't see anything. Oh, holy moly. Oh. This is weird. It's weird. This looks really blurred. I hope it's like not that blurred in real life and the broadcast, but whatever. Recall that if N is a normal subgroup of G, there is a unique group structure on the set G. What are we calling this? G by N of cosets of N and G, such that the pi homomorphism from G to G by N that maps A to the left coset AN is a homomorphism with curl N. Interesting. So, you know what's interesting about this is that on the one hand we have this notation G by N, which suggests division. But that same map sends A to A times N, which is multiplication. How does that work? Well, the reason is that when we multiply an element A by the whole thing N, we are now looking at the group from the perspective of N, of the whole set, or the whole group N. And therefore, we're seeing a rougher, a rougher view, a view that loses some information, and that loss of information we represent by this G by N. And of course, the multiplication doesn't interfere with that in any way. In fact, it is this multiplication that loses the information that we then see in the reduction of elements of the group, which is exactly the number of elements in G divided by the number of elements in N, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Indeed, for a subgroup H of G requiring that there should be a well-defined group operation on the sets of cosets G by H, so that the map A to AH is a group homomorphism, is equivalent to the requirement that H be normal in G. Yeah, of course, because that's an interesting thing that we should have ourselves think about. So I'll put it in green for think. Think green or go home, as we like to say. We finally recall the isomorphism theorems. Of course, we're all just recalling this. There is no way that this is new information to us. It's just, we all know the isomorphism theorems. Don't we, folks? Okay, let's see if we know them. Isomorphism theorems. Let phi G to H be a group homomorphism. Then K, the kernel of phi, is a normal subgroup of G. Okay, and the map G to GK induces an isomorphism of groups. G by K is isomorphic to image of phi. Okay, does that seem familiar to any of you? to me? Well, it seems familiar to me that the kernel of a group homomorphism is normal. It's a normal subgroup. That makes sense. And also this induction of an isomorphism of groups, that also makes sense in some way, since im phi is exactly so. Yeah. Just imagine the group homomorphism thing. Like, boom, you have GK, like a small g, small k, and then you have phi around it, and then it splits, and you have phi, and phi of k is, of course, the identity, since k was an element of big K, which is the kernel of phi, and so boom, it's gone, and then we just have phi of g. And that's basically what's behind this, okay? Then number 2, let G be a group. Let H be a subgroup of G, and let N be a normal subgroup of G. Then the following hold: the product Hn is a subgroup of G containing N as a normal subgroup. Yeah, okay, interesting stuff. The intersection H intersect N is a normal subgroup of H. Okay, that's also interesting. The quotient groups Hn by N and H by H intersect N are isomorphic. So we have a few objects here. We have Hn. We have H intersect N, and then we have then we divide Hn by N, and we divide H by H intersect N, and those are isomorphic, which is really interesting. That's pretty interesting. It means that this object, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't know what exactly it means, and I guess we'll see. So we'll prove this later? No, we just submit the proof. We'll just remember that that this is true, okay? It's true. Just believe me. Proof? Come on! Who do you think you are? Just believe me. Come on, please, come on. Okay. The special linear group SLNK is the kernel of the group homomorphism. Let's see if he responds. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. The special linear group of the kernel, the group homomorphism determinant, and hence a normal subgroup of GLNK with quotient group GLNK. Okay. The alternating group AN is the kernel of the signature group homomorphism sign. Hence the index of AN in SN or SN through AN is 2. And AN is a normal subgroup of SN with quotient group SN by AN is isomorphic to -1, 1, which is C2. Very nice. Permutation groups. Okay. We already have defined the symmetric group Sn by sim x, where x is n elements. Consider a permutation pi in Sn given by this blob. This briggity bronger. The pairs ij with I less than j and pi I greater pi j are called the inversions of pi. And pi is said even or odd according to the number of inversions is even or odd. Inversions are odd. The sign of pi in Sn is defined by sine pi equals pi I minus pi j divided by I minus j. We have sine sigma after tau as sine tau for all sigma tau in Sn. So that sine is a group homomorphism. For n greater or equal to 2, it is surjective, so that its kernel is a normal subgroup of order Sn divided by 2, which is in factorial halves, which is the alternating group An. Recall that we can write every permutation in Sn as a disjoint product of cycles. For example, this. So we see 1 and 5 switch places, we see 2, 7, 6, 3, 4, 2, 7, 7 goes to 6, 6 goes to 3, 3 goes to 4, and 4 goes to 2, and then 8 stays 8. Its order is the least common multiple of the cycle orders, which are 2, 5, and 1. Hence, least common multiple, 2 and 5, 10. Furthermore, each permutation can be written as a product of transposition because this stuff for cycles of length r. Because sine is a homomorphism and the sign of a transposition ij is -1, we have sine pi equals -1 to the t of pi, where t is a number of transpositions and decomposition of pi. In Sn, the conjugate of a cycle I1 to ik is given by tau alpha tau to the -1 tau of all these things. Yeah, I want to look at this thing. Okay, let's just put a note here because I want to look at this some other time. And let's just plow on through. Okay, proposition 143, 2 elements, alpha and beta in Sn are conjugate if and only if they have the same cycle type. That is, if and only if they define the same partition of n. In particular, the number of conjugacy classes in Sn is the number of partitions of n. That is, we have k of Sn equals p of n. Example 1.4.4. The following table lists the p of 4 equals 5 conjugacy classes in S4. Partition 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, cycle type 1, is just the identity. Then we have 1 plus 1 plus 2, which is just switching 2 elements. Then we have 1 plus 3, which is cycling 3 elements. And we have 2 plus 2, which is switching 2 pairs of elements. And then we have 4, which is cycling all 4 elements. The normal subgroup A4 consists of all elements of even parity, which are given by the cycle types 1, ABC, and ABCD. Since this is a union of conjugacy classes, including 1, A4 is a normal subgroup of S4. The same is true for the Kleinian 4 group 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 3, which is of course isomorphic to C2 cross C2. The alternating group AN is generated by cycles of length 3. That is interesting. That is interesting because it's like a cycle of length 2 is a reflection, and a cycle of length 3 is like some sort of rotation, right? Because, well, you need 3 points. Well, at least in 3-dimensional space, a cycle of length. It's a bad metaphor. Whatever. It sort of works. From then on, it's like rotations. Just that. Yeah, cycle of length 4 can be more than a rotation. Yeah, in a certain context. Oh, let's not think about it too much. Okay. A group is called simple if it does not have a proper normal subgroup. See? This is the knowledge that you need to have for the exam. You have to know that the group is called simple if it does not have proper normal subgroup. And now you know. Let's see. It's been 1.5 hours, including like a half-hour break. Well, let's go on for a little bit more. Oh, I don't wanna. Okay. How many different groups of a given order n are there? I don't know. Well, here you can see, okay, groups acting on sets. The class equation. What else do we have here? Silov. It's actually pretty cool. This is actually a pretty interesting theorem. Which I'll color blue, because blue is a color of interesting theorems. The Sidloff theorems. Oh yeah. Let G be a group and P be a prime dividing the group order G. A subgroup of G is called a Sidloff P subgroup of G if its order is the highest P power dividing order of dividing the cardinality of G. Example 232. P equals 1, 2, 3, and 1, 3, 2 is a Sidloff 3 subgroup of S4. And Q is a Sidloff 2 subgroup of S4, which is isomorphic to D4. Because the Sidloff 2 subgroup has to have the highest P power, order. So it's 2 to the... I see. Here we have S4 equals 24 equals 2 to the 3 times 3, and R is 1, 2, 3, 4, and S equals 2, 4. What are R and S? Okay. I think R and S must have been used here for some things, because R and S they just appear. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna leave it here. Or do I go to 2 hours? Do I want to do 2 full hours of 2 full hours? Like, I guess 1.5 full hours of streaming and half an hour of break. Let's see. Oh no. We're still listening. We're still listening to the fucking song. Okay. Guys, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm gonna leave it here. We were still listening. Or do I go to 2 hours? Do I want to do 2 full hours of 2 full hours? Like, I guess 1.5 full hours of streaming and half an hour of break. Let's see. That was hilarious. That was hilarious finding out that we were still listening to the stupid music. I really couldn't tell you. I'll change the thumbnail just to something new and improved. Can I... Where did I save it? I did save it. I know I did. I saved it as an SVG file. Let me export that. Export PNG image. Right, export as... I'll do it here. Call it Gorftac Ular. Spectacular.png. Export in progress. Great. Love exporting. Exporting goods. Exporting things and stuff. File is bigger than 2 megabytes. Come on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, like 4. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Replace it, bro. Is the file smaller now? No. No. It's not smaller. Can I do like 200 DPI? Oh, it's smaller. Oh my god. Beautiful. Like the it looks um it looks real bad. It looks real bad. Okay. That's great. I love the thumbnail. It's horrendously bad. It's like it's not even a joke how bad it is. But okay. Just to I should show it. I should show it. Whoa. So I guess if you're oh frick. Oh frick. Oh frick. Center. Yeah. So if you somehow found this video, then you might have seen this thumbnail. So yeah, I just wanted to show it off. Show off this beauty of an image. We see here the Garfticus the Great, and on his right, our left, we have Mr. Garphanobicus, and Garfticus the Great and Mr. Garphanobicus. They are good friends, but they don't always agree, and that's sort of the sort of a beautiful start of a friendship, you know? You don't always agree, you don't always disagree. You're just two guys hanging out, and and they're doing stuff. They're like, yeah, these are the founders of pod.c. Of course, it's just a myth. It's just a founding myth. We all know that Mr. Garphanobicus never existed, and Garfticus the Great wasn't half as orange as all of these pictures make him out to be. But nonetheless, we know that these were both great men, and for that we salute them, and they will always remain in our hearts, in our hearts and minds. Of course. Anyways, let's hide that as well. So I think to sign off, No, not this. To sign off, we'll bring back the logo. Bring back the logo, put it here. And I'll restart the music. And I'll make it a bit quieter. Thanks all 0 of you for watching. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time as well. And we'll see each other next time on pod.c. No affiliation.